Got you with me in the finishing room, and I want to talk to you about spoon knives. Now think about this just for a minute. Let your imagination go. You've come off of a 10-mile hike. You've got your hammock set up. You've got your cover tarp over you. You've got everything situated. Your fire pit, your wood gathered, and you've got coffee on to boil. Getting ready to have a Scooby snack. What better time to pull out a spoon knife and just whittle, making yourself a spoon or a fork or a kuksa or a utensil of some kind. I can't think of any better time. Done it countless times. But there's a trick to sharpening a spoon knife. Not like a flat grind. Trust me, I know. Got people in my neighborhood, old hill folk, that's been sharpening knives for 60 and 65 years. And I didn't understand how to sharpen a spoon knife, so I'd take it to them, come back, sometimes worse shape than what they were when I sent them. So I had to sit down and learn through trial and error. And there's a big difference in each individual blade in this set. Now, I know there's a lot of reputable blades out there, spoon knives, kuksa knives, carving knives, but for the money, it's Mora for me. I had these about 2.5 years, and I have used them countless times on the trail. Now, the first thing you're going to need, because if you're like me, you think you can see, but you can't see. You think you see what you're doing, but in all actuality, you're messing things up. Go ahead and get you a marker, a permanent marker. Okay? Now, you can order sharpening paddles. I made mine out of cedar with wet dry. Sandpaper attached. I got a 600, 800, and a 1500. See, when it comes to a high carbon steel, you're pretty much just polishing that steel. You're not removing any of the bulk of that blade. And having said that, when you talk about high carbon, don't never carry a good high carbon knife in an acid tan piece of leather. You will lose that knife. Now, what you're looking for when you sharpen a knife, and I know a lot of people say, buddy, I know all this. Well, that's fine. Some of you all may not know all this. God knows I didn't. You know how you reach and touch a cat's claw, or a cat reaches out and kind of plays with you? Your house cat, neighbor's cat, whatever. And it kind of reaches out and gets your print. You can feel it just like it reaches to get you. That's what you're looking for. Go ahead and take your marker. We're going to start with the flat one because we're not going to go through all these because it's going to take me a while to do these. Go ahead and take your marker and paint that bevel. That will allow you to see that bevel. And as you begin to sharpen, you'll remove that marker. Don't go beyond the bevel. It don't have to be beautiful, but don't go beyond the bevel. Don't go beyond the bevel. Because what you're doing is when you start taking that bevel down, as you polish, you start ruining a good knife. Start out with your 600, the heavy grit, like you would any other knife. Go ahead and start removing that marker. That baby's short already. I know it wouldn't take much. Put it on a good platform, a good solid base. A lot of people say you push, you pull, you push, you pull. You do what's best for you. Nice. Be sure you stay where the permanent marker is. Don't get off that permanent marker. It's coming. Yep. I've used these blades countless times. Grabbing. A little bit. Not enough. Sharper the blade, the less work you have. Whether you're skinning deer, or you're wood carving. Sharper the blade, it's getting there now. And that heavier grit, then you polish it. Yeah, it's sharp. These come out of the box. Scary sharp. Like I said, I've had these probably about a little over 2.5 years, I guess. And you can rest assured of me, you're on the trail. I've got a spoon knife with me. It's dropped down about 800. See what that does for it now. Roll it up. Now, I want, yeah. Yeah. I won't drag it out too long. Son, that's sharp. God. It don't take much. And there's one right there I don't even use. It's still deadly sharp. It goes a little deeper for a Cook's cup. That's sharp, son. See how I'm beginning to remove that marker? Now, we'll set that aside and move on. Here's the one. And I'm going to set that aside and get it on the 1500. Here's the one. The reason I'm doing this is because I don't want the video to last forever and a day. This is the one you'll have trouble with. There's a trick to this one. A lot of people say, I don't believe that. Well, go ahead and try it. Go ahead and try it. You come up with a better plan, you show me that it works, and I'll try it. Take your permanent marker and find your bevel. Don't get outside your bevel now. Try your best not to. If you're like me, you can't half hard see. And this knife don't have much of a bevel on it. Much of a cutting surface on it. Not much at all. I just kind of give you a rough idea where the bevel is. If you can see the bevel, that's fine. Don't mark it. But it just helps when you start removing that marker that you see what you're doing. Go back to your 600. And you'll have to follow that completely through. Start way up here on the paddle. All the way down, just like that right there. See how I've done that? All the way down. Now what I'm doing is I'm pulling that metal to the outside. That thing is deadly sharp, son. Deadly sharp. It didn't take but just a few licks for that paddle on that flat grind, that toothpick. Because where you're riding at on this blade is right here. You can see that or not, right here. You're riding in the cup of that blade. When you put that in that wood and you work that piece of wood back out, I'm telling you, you'll have a spoon. With this set right here, you'll have a spoon, fork, bowl in no time. If you'd rather bushcraft and make your own, and I do, I'm going to show you a trick this now. Stay with me. I'm still sharpening. If you like to bushcraft and you... Now, that's about that right there grab you. I'm not kidding you. Now that you've got that, and I ain't finished. I've got a long way to go. I'm not going to hold you the whole video. But now that you've got that pushed to the outside, go on the inside, which were 600. Keep that level. Keep that level. Right up against that. Don't push down. Don't push out. There's your difference. Yeah, there's your difference right there. See what you're doing when you pull that out, when you pull that down. See how that's angled on a bevel? It's got a bevel out here, but it's angled. It's double beveled if you'll look. See that? See that right there? And then you've got a bevel down here. When you angle that out, when you pull that out, and I've seen people that say, oh, you got to go against the grain. Go ahead and try that. Tell me how it works out for you. When you pull that down, that about got me. Just about got me. It just about nailed me. When you pull that out, when you pull that metal out, you take this and keep it flat. You keep this flat inside of that. If you have to get up here and look at it, polish that back off. On the inside, keeping it straight. So that right there. Now see how I done the inside of that? That baby's on it. Hard to sharpen they are. People say, oh, you can sharpen a spoon knife. Let me tell you something there. I'm not a professional. I don't claim to be a professional. All I'm telling you is, if you don't know how to do this stuff, you're going to have to learn. You're going to have to learn. And sometimes it's tough learning. You tear up a whole lot of stuff, and that's how I learned. My dad worked all the time. My dad worked in a coal mine all the time. Only time I seen my old man was on Sunday. And other than that, he was covered in coal dust. So everything that I've learned, he's taught me some, but yeah, buddy. Everything that I've learned, I've had to make a whole lot of mistakes and learn the hard way. And a lot of times people can tell you what to do, and you can try it. But until you lay hands on this stuff, till you actually lay hands on this stuff, you don't know the limitations of your ability and your understanding. And that's how you learn. Because a mistake, a hard-learned mistake, is one that'll stay with you. See what I'm saying? And I know we're talking about knives and such, but it goes with everything. daily living. So I'm going to get to sharpening some spoon knives. I hope this has helped you some. Make you some paddles. I use 600, 800, and a 1500. And that baby right there will, look here, it'll grab you. But now when you order these and they come out of the box, they're spooky sharp. I'm going to finish up with these knives. We've still got the, and this is one I very seldom ever use. See the design in that one? See the bevel? It's got a tip bevel, and it's got two bevels on each side. You notice how everything's flat. This one's the same way, just a little tighter crook. Awesome set of knives. And I've used this one quite a bit too. But these two are my favorites. You can take these two right here and make any utensil on the campsite while your coffee's warming up, while you're eating a Scooby snack. You can take these two knives right here, and I think this was $25 by itself. I'm thinking on Amazon. But you can take these two knives at the campsite and you can make any utensil that your imagination will allow you to make. And be sure you don't keep them in an acid tan wrap. Keep them in a split grain, non-tanned. You don't want acid tan on that carbon. And on occasion, ever so often, put your little linseed oil on that, just a little glaze of linseed oil, and it'll last you a lifetime. But I hope this has helped you. I know it's helped me because I'm getting my knives ready for the trail. But I have these super sharp, ready to make spoons, cooksies, and forks, and utensils, even spatulas, whatever your mind can imagine. This is Roland Smith, Mountain Bushcrafters Alliance. Thanks for watching. I hope this has helped you some. Go farther, stay longer. I'll catch you out in the field.